gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Can't find, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Vince Wilfork with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They start the drive with Martin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. This is taken at his 4. A little 360. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 3rd and 4. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And how about this, a fake? And Wilson has it. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, through to my man. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jordan Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Underneath to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1 man on the backfield, that's Martin. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Carr. Caught on the right side, Reed. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing now is Carr. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Funches with a catch over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they've...
It's caught inside the 25. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side, Tamming, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A.J. McCarron looking to throw, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jacob Tamme from 3 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing now is McCarron, finding time. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. Shorts has got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room.